Human?
Or human ID. Okay. Yep, I need to plug it in there.
And then put that in. And then this will
Lactated winners. Run it through till you get a few drops to get all the air out of the line.
Yes, ma'am.
Be able to cut it off.
Good point.
Thank
you. Yeah. So you can use the little roller
Oh, that
ball.
one's got, okay. That's what I was thinking
Yeah.
you were doing was the roller. Okay.
The roller ball and that'll be your like little double safety. Oh, yeah.
I got this one.
The 3. And then your 18 gauge needle. So we'll give you guys plenty of these. You can do 1 or 2 sticks with each needle.
So not like a human, you can reuse them.
I do.
Okay.
I do. But that's me. Yeah, and then you can just twist it on and then pull it off.
Okay.
And we'll show you. It looks big, but I promise it'll go a lot faster than the small needles.
Yeah.
And then we'll mark on the bag. She's going to get 500 or a half a liter. So
Okay.
she'll pretty much get to the 5 and then the rest of the bag, and to the 5 and the rest of the bag. So
Okay. So one bag will last for 2.
2
Okay.
rounds. So, come here, Pumpkin. Come here, Lassie. I'll show you guys how to do it.
One last. No, go over there.
It's okay.
Right.
So,
I'm gonna need to take that off better if you want to get it.
Pumpkin. It's okay. So this is usually where you've got the most extra skin.
Okay.
And pretty much what you'll do is you're going to tint the skin, and hers is actually a little bit further back but around her shoulder blades.
Okay.
So you have all this extra skin. That's where all this fluid's going to go.
Okay.
You tint it, and you're going to pretty much just hold it up with your finger, and you're just going to poke the needle parallel to the body.
Okay.
Does that make
Parallel.
sense?
Yep. Parallel, not in at an angle, but just parallel.
Yeah. If you go in at an angle, you're going to hit the
Muscle.
muscle. Yeah.
Okay.
So then you'll just, I know, real quick. It's okay.
And then you just
And
hold
then
it
you just
in
have
there.
someone hold it. And then this will, there we go. And then it's just gonna flow. The higher up you hold it, the faster it'll go.
Okay.
You can squeeze it. You just have someone hold
And there's
her.
no, I mean, putting it in too fast or
Mm-mm.
anything. The
No, not at all.
Do we need to keep cleaning that place on her face, or it looks like it's pretty well?
It actually looks
Yeah.
like it's healing really
Yeah,
well.
so it's just kind of scabbed over, and she's still taking the antibiotics.
And then if it ever feels like it's getting tight, you can take the skin around it and just pull it out just a little bit.
So
and
it kind
it'll-
of distributes
yeah.
that fluid a little bit.
Mhm.
Okay.
And don't be worried if like 2 hours later her front legs are jiggly. It's because the gravity's pulled the fluid down to her legs instead of on her back.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Neck or under her armpit.
Yeah.
They get jiggly.
And that'll last for how long?
Her body
A few
absorbs
hours
it.
and
Yeah,
stuff
usually
till
4 to
it-
6 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she may kind of have a hard time walking, or she's
Usually
just
not.
kind
They
of
just,
shaky.
they just feel funny. I mean, like you go to pet them and you're like, you feel all sorts of
Oh, her.
pillow-like
Oh,
and-
okay. Not so much that she feels it, but we feel it.
Yeah, when you're petting her, you're like, what is wrong with your front leg? And
Okay.
it's nothing. It's just the fluid's kind of redistributed and gravity's pulled it to her front leg or down around her neck or under her chest or. You're being a good girl. And I've had to do this a few times with my own dogs when they get sick.
She's a good girl. We're gonna take you for a treat. We're gonna start a bucket list. You've never been to Petco, so we're gonna take you to Petco today because we gotta get dog food anyway. The other dogs.
You know what else we could do this
There's
weekend? I could,
2 of them. I wouldn't dare take you to Petco, but
I could pretend I was blind and let her be on seeing that dog at the
Oh
mall.
God!
I
Yeah.
think we need to take her to the nature center. Let her walk
Yeah,
out
we'll take her
there.
to nature center.
And if it ever gets to a point where it like stops, you can always take the needle and rotate it just a little bit, because sometimes it gets pushed up against the skin and it'll stop flowing.
Okay.
She's such a good girl. And you'll
And she's just shaking because she's scared, or does it? Okay, it's not because it's cold and it makes them shake, kind of like people sometimes if you run it through real fast.
not really. I
Yeah,
mean,
like they did me.
And Dalton.
yeah, I mean, part of it I think is the sensation. It just feels weird.
Yeah, so it kind of makes them.
Yeah, but usually they'll get used to it. You may want to do this in the mornings because she will have to go potty, because we're
Okay.
putting a lot of fluid into her, so she's
Well,
gonna.
we have a doggy door, so they
Oh, okay,
go in
perfect.
and out. Yeah,
Perfect.
because it'd be hard for us to do this in the morning because he has to be to work at
Oh, okay.
like 5:45, and there's no way I can do it on my own, and that's
Oh
a
yeah,
little too early to try to do. So
not a problem.
it's okay, baby. We're almost done. You're doing good. We're almost done. Yeah, then we can go. You just don't understand what baby girl. If for some reason we didn't have a good hold on her and she kind of got away and pulled the needle out,
Just
just
repoke
re-stick
her.
it, right? Okay.
Absolutely. And if it gets too tight in one area, you can go either above or below it as well.
Okay.
I mean, we have some dogs where we need to give them a liter or two, a liter and a half under their skin, and there's only so much area, and you
Right,
kind of have to
yeah,
move
that's
around the body to do that.
Now we're gonna do this, would you say, every other day
Mhm.
to start with for a couple of weeks, and then we redo the blood work, and then we can maybe lower it down to.
Let's see how she does. You rotate that needle just a little bit.
Or if we ever get to where we feel like we can't continue this, we could stop the IVs and just keep her on the medicine.
Absolutely, absolutely. If this gets to be too much, absolutely. Hold on, Pumpkin. Or if you feel like it's too distressing for her, absolutely. Because truthfully, it's quality of life versus quantity. I mean, you don't want to struggle with her every single day.
Right. Yeah, and have her upset
Yeah.
and stressed out and everything else, just
I'd rather,
to give her a month or so
Exactly.
longer.
I'd rather 3 good months than 6 unhappy months.
Yeah.
Hold on, Pumpkin.
Try and see how it goes, and then you decide. And Casper will be done with his antibiotic tomorrow morning.
Okay.
When does he need to have his blood work drawn again?
A week.
Remember his white count. Is okay, a week after he finishes it. Okay.
He's doing okay?
Yeah. He didn't act like there was
I
anything wrong with him
know.
either, and his white count was up. I mean, other than the rapid breathing sometimes is the only thing that. But, we mentioned that, and she checked him and everything, and maybe if he had a little bit of an infection or something, maybe that's causing part of the rapid breathing. I don't know. I still notice it some. I don't know if I notice
Is he
it as
coughing?
much. Not really that I know. Well, he does this coughing thing sometimes, but it's usually when he's eating, after he eats, and he has gotten to be a real little glutton and, inhales his food, and so he gets choked on it, I think is what he does, and that's what the cough is, because I don't really notice it other than when he's eating. Yeah. So I've just kind of attributed it to that's what that is, but. Have you ever heard of Last Wishes? It's a doctor out of Houston or Spring or somewhere. From what I read on the website and everything, she's kind of like but she's a hospice end of life doctor, and she actually comes and does the euthanasia in the home and stuff.
A little bit more, sweet girl, and we're almost done. So is that all she does?
From what I can gather, it looks like she just does hospice and end of life stuff. Dr. Cornelius is her name. Somebody, some friend of mine or something had, I don't know if they actually used her or they knew her or what, but had liked her on, had done a thing on Facebook and I had seen it. Last Wishes is the name of it. In-Home Pet Hospital and Euthanasia. She's on Waugh Drive Street in Houston, wherever that's at.
Okay, we are done. Then when you pull the needle out, if you'll just pinch the skin where it is just for a minute or two,
Okay.
it'll
So it doesn't bleed so bad. Okay.
and she's like, or not. Okay, sweet girl, you're out of here.